Welcome, everybody, to the new Golf Tips podcast. And I'm the host, editor of Golf Tips magazine. And I'm really excited to be launching this new podcast this year. As many of you know who have been following me for any length of time, I have a number of other podcasts, actually two others, Golf Talk Live, which I host every Thursday evenings, and also the Women of Golf show, which I co-host with my good friend, LPGA professional Cindy Miller, which airs Tuesday mornings. So I've decided to launch this new one while the other two shows are on hiatus, if you will, in preparation for the 2026 season. And a couple of things that we're going to be doing on this is I'm going to be obviously providing some great tips on behalf of the magazine in conjunction with a lot of the work that we're doing on golftipsmag.com, which is our primary website, and through also many of our social media channels. And one of the things I thought would be kind of interesting, because a lot of people have always asked me over the years, as a regular attendee of the PGA show, which just ended this past week, what happens at the show? I've never been there. And it's a lot of different industry types, not just the club manufacturers and things like that, but all of the support organizations as well. So people always want to kind of have a little bit of a sneak peek. Well, this season, unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it down, but one of our top 25 instructors, Michael Wheeler, did make it down to the show. He did a number of great interviews for Golf Tips magazine while he was down at the show. And the first one that I'm going to introduce you to is actually Swing Catalyst, which is a great company. And he had an interesting discussion with Dr. Scott Lynn, who is with Swing Catalyst. And it was a great interview. It's been posted actually up on golftipsmag.com as well as our YouTube channels, both the Golf Tips magazine YouTube channel and, of course, the iGolf Sports YouTube channel. So you can check the video version out there, and I will provide a link to both of them in the show notes for this thing. But I just wanted to, for those of you that may be driving along and don't have the option to view the video right now, you can kind of listen along. So I'm going to do this one, and then there's also another great interview that he did with a PGA professional, David Kuhn. He also is with Legmaster and has talked about a number of different products. I'll be releasing that in another one shortly. But for now, let's take a listen to Michael's interview with Dr. Scott Lynn.
All right, we're here at the 2026 PGA Show with Dr. Scott Lynn with Swing Catalyst. So they have their new portable force plates. So Scott's going to walk us through and show us a little bit about it. So tell us a little about you first, Doc.
So I've been doing this for a pretty long time now. Yep. I started with Swing Catalyst in 2015. And I just think force plates are such a valuable tool.
Absolutely.
They let you look under the hood and see things that your iPhone, your 3D motion capture system cannot see.
Yep.
And so it's kind of like cheating using force plates to teach golf. The big drawback in the past obviously has been the cost.
Yeah.
They're very expensive. And so that prohibited a lot of people from using them and getting access to this technology. And so we're starting to work on those barriers because, our old plates, our Cadillac system was $30,000-ish.
Yep.
We now have a tool here, a new set of force plates that are 10.
Yep.
Which, I'm telling people, if I had to go to my wife and say I'm buying a $30,000 thing, that's a tough
car
discussion. Yeah, right? Where 10, all right, go for it.
Absolutely.
And we've tested them. They are, the data is just as good as the $30,000 system. It's a new type of technology that this company, Axial Force, has come out with that we've now partnered with that I'm super excited about. Because to me, to get these things into more people's hands, we're going to learn a lot more. A lot more people using them, a lot more people having access to the data, a lot more swings coming back to us. It can only improve everything.
Bigger data sample.
Definitely.
Right? Yeah. And these are also a lot lighter than the dual force plates, the flagship product.
They definitely are.
15-ish pounds, I think.
And so it would be possible to travel with these much easier. Take them around, move them around a little bit. You can also jump and land on them. So some of the force plates that are lighter have weight limits, like they can only accept certain amounts of force. These ones are fine. And so doing like physical assessments, jumping, landing on here, totally fine. And so we're going to start, our software will soon do some of the similar things that a lot of the athletic testing software does, getting like RSI values and eccentric rates of force development, all that kind of stuff in athletic movement. So
great.
It's such a versatile product, and our software is now going to be able to, do a lot of cool things with this. Obviously, we've made a lot of advances with the 3D motion.
Here's our software.
Markerless motion capture technology, calculating where the center of mass is, calculating the moment arm distances.
Right
yep. Just so exciting to get a basic. This is kind of like my lab now, right? It's a tool that tracks the motion of the human, the forces, and obviously we can sync it with a launch monitor. So you know what the club and the ball did, you know what the body did, and you know what the ground did.
Yep.
It's pretty much all you need to know to make good
force
decisions.
precedes motion, right?
Sure. So, and if we have all that information in more people's hands, and you guys can start collecting tons of swings and sending me stuff, and we can start to collaborate and learn some stuff.
Absolutely.
I think it's just going to move the whole.
The bigger the community, the faster the learning, right?
Totally.
So before we move on to the camera for a quick second, if you could take just a second, because I think it's kind of a new thing that we're researching that you talked about in the seminar about free moment and having a dual force plate, being able to measure each foot separately and that twisting factor. Yeah. If you could take a second to just talk about that for
So I kind of
listeners.
always tell people, if I turned my pelvis to the right and my foot was on ice, it would turn with me. So it would externally rotate. And so if I can turn my pelvis to the right and have my foot stay still, my foot is trying to twist this way.
Yep.
And so the action force is this way, but actually the reaction force is the other way.
Yep, so ground's pushing the opposite way.
It's a big decelerator, and you'll see a lot of people who don't have that, they can turn, and then they get stuck back here.
Yep.
So, and then obviously the opposite going through on the lead foot. And that's a force that I've learned a ton about recently just because of having access to these dual force plates. It just opened up a whole new avenue of being able to measure it and examine it and see when people are producing it, how much they're producing of it, and it's been very helpful to help especially high-level players. I don't too often get into the free moment with lower-level players.
Sure.
That's something that is maybe a little bit more advanced. Because it is a transverse plane kind of rotational thing, which I think we can use those AP forces a lot better.
And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think a big takeaway for the viewers would be just how early that happens in the swing.
It's kind of just right off the ball.
It's like throwing that boat in reverse when you're going too fast.
Totally.
So let's talk about the camera for 1 second, and then we'll call it.
I mean, we've used the same type of camera for a long time in our software. They're super high speed, high resolution. They give great images. They are a global shutter, so that means that so the thing opens and closes so that you don't get the blur.
The distortion and that
or the
stuff.
blur of the shaft.
Yep.
But we have had people asking for a really long time, can I use my iPhone with this software?
Sure.
And very soon that's going to be possible.
Great.
The iPhone does not have that shutter, so it's going to give a crisp
different
image, but the shaft won't be quite as crisp. But to me, it's just such an easier option for a lot of people to, especially if you want to take these out on the range with you.
Yep.
Just bringing your phone with you and using it as a camera really quickly. I think it's going to open up the product. So the cheaper force plates, being able to use your iPhone, I think that really opens up a lot more people to using this. Now we can calibrate the cameras to get rid of the fisheye stuff that sometimes people see in there. Because you can't have the fisheye to do the markerless motion capture. So once that goes away and the image gets really good, then we can really see where the joints are in space, and which is really important for calculating a good center of mass, which is about understanding the whole motion. So
and the moment arm distance is, if the center of mass is off, your moment arm is going to be off.
I've been talking to a lot of our ambassadors for the last couple of days, and everyone's just so excited to learn because we just opened up all this new avenue of stuff we can now measure, and you can see on every swing you measure every single day to really dig under the hood and figure out these patterns. So, and ultimately the goal is just help more people, right? Get
Absolutely.
more people playing better golf, having more fun. And that makes your job more fun, right? If people are hitting it better by the end of it and having more fun and seeing some of this cool stuff.
Giving people a visual for what they're feeling
I
is
think
great.
We're all in a better mood, and you're making more money, and the people are playing more golf, having more fun, and that is the ultimate goal.
Perfect. Awesome. Scott, thank you very much. Guys, thank you all for watching this video. We're going to be here at the PGA Show for a couple more days, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.
You just listened to a great interview by our top 25 instructor, Michael Wheeler, with Dr. Scott Lynn from Swing Catalyst. Again, expelled a lot of great information about their product and how it works, and this is going to be a great tool for a lot of swing coaches out there. And I think that you'll see from the interview the benefits of a lot of this more modern technology. So this was one of the first interviews that Michael did down at the PGA Show on behalf of Golf Tips Magazine, and really, really excited to share these as part of the new Golf Tips podcast. We're going to be doing other interviews as well. The next one, of course, is going to be with David Kuhn, as I had mentioned in the intro, and he was representing Legmaster, which is another great product. You're going to hear about that in the next episode of Golf Tips Magazine. So keep checking back. It's going to be available in audio version on Spreaker and many of the other podcast formats. And as I said in the show notes, I'm going to leave the links to the video version of those interviews, as you'll find them both on golftipsmag.com, our premium website, or you can also check them out on our 2 YouTube channels, the Golf Tips Magazine YouTube channel and also on the iGolf Sports YouTube channel. The video versions are already up there. Check those out. Make sure you come back often. We're going to be doing a lot of great tips and things throughout the year. And also keep an eye out for the Golf Tips Masterclass series. It's a series that I'm going to be doing for those of you golfers that really want to take your game to the next level. There's a lot of great information be coming out, and that's going to be part of the Golf Tips series as well. But it's going to be a masterclass series. It's going to be an entirely separate podcast from this one. So you want to make sure you check out that as well. And I'll be giving you some updates on this podcast and the others that I do as well, Golf Talk Live and the Women of Golf Show. I'll be letting you know when that gets officially released. I'm the editor, Ted Odorico, and I'll see you next time here on the Golf Tips Podcast.